She lit the match with no intention, but the flame remembered everything. Her dress was dusk, her eyes were flame, a melody without a name. The smoke curled like a whispered kiss, each drag a ghost she couldn't miss. Chanson for a cigarette, slow and blue. Ashes fall like memories do. She sings for those who won't return in every pub, a lesson learned. A bottle sweats beside her hand. She hums what hearts won't understand. The trumpet bends like Paris rain, a sound that sweetens every pain. Chanson for a cigarette, slow and blue. Ashes fall like memories do. She sings for those who won't return in every pub, a lesson learned. She leaves behind no trail or debt, just a chanson and a cigarette.
The city weeps and no one hears her jazz, always stop.
She lit a match with trembling hands, a cigarette between commands. Paris slept in silent war, her eyes the storm they bargained for. Paris cries in C minor key, a ballad born from memory. She sings where broken hearts align, each note a tear, each chord a sign. The cafe blurred in shadowed grace, a trumpet traced his parting face. She wore regret in satin form and danced with grief still barely warm. Just echoes where the light won't bend. Paris cries in C minor key, a ballad born from memory. She sings where broken hearts align, each note a tear, each chord a sign. So if you pass her alley's door, you'll hear the song and nothing more. The coffee's cold, the chair's still warm. Goodbye never makes a sound. She sits where lovers once would meet, a song beneath her tapping feet. The table holds a glass half done. The jazz plays on, but he's long gone. Cafe of quiet goodbyes, so sweet, where glances die and rhythms meet. Each note she sings is not her own, but echoes carved from being alone. She counts the spoons, she hums a line, a melody from lost design. The trumpet moans, the bass replies, and still she waits with downcast eyes. She never left, she never stayed, just melted with the song she played. Cafe of quiet goodbyes, so sweet, where glances die and rhythms meet. Each note she sings is not her own, but echoes carved from being alone. Swings wide once more, she sings and dreams of him before.
She hums beneath the amber glow, where stories pour and sorrows flow. The bar's her stage, the drink's her rhyme. She sings to ghosts of closing time. The barmaid's lullaby, worn and true, a melody soaked in midnight blue. She pours your past in crystal light, then tucks it in with jazz at night. No names are spoken, none confess, but heartbeats rise beneath each vest. She hears them all, she sings them slow, and pours her tune before they go. She clinks the glass to count the years and wipes away each song with tears. The barmaid's lullaby, worn and true, a melody soaked in midnight blue. She pours your past in crystal light, then tucks it in with jazz at night. She turns the lock, her voice still near, a song for those who disappear. In the corner of the room where the shadows sigh, smoke curls like secrets drift into the sky. The trumpet moans a kiss from far away. Midnight's velvet cloak wraps up the day. I sip a bitter truth from a fragile glass. Your memory walks in bold as brass. The echoes of your laugh still haunt these tiles. Each note you played wore 1,000 smiles. Midnight in Havana, hearts left unsaid, dancing with ghosts in the back of my head. Silhouettes sway to a broken tune under a smoky, sultry, jazz-lit moon. That hat, the tilted kind, played your chords unrefined, but every flaw was poetry pure. Your music hurt, yet felt like a cure. We could have been a harmony divine, but silence took your hand, not mine. Now the bass walks alone in time, wishing your soul still rhyme with mine. Back of my head, silhouettes sway to a broken tune under a smoky, sultry, jazz-lit moon. So play me out with that old refrain. Let the cafe weep in its quiet pain. You're gone, but the notes remain. Whispers in the midnight rain. Flickers on the wall, shadows in retreat. A low hum rises from the cobblestone street. I light a cigarette, slow and tight. My world reduced to candlelight. Every night I sit here waiting slow for a voice I used to know. It's buried deep in the record's hiss, lost in the folds of a half-spoken kiss. Velvet smoke and candlelight, where lovers used to hold on tight. The scent of you still haunts this chair, though you're no longer sitting there. You played in keys I couldn't name, always chasing the untamed flame. Your laughter curled like trumpet wails, and my love followed like haunted trail. I danced with your ghost through the blur of saxophone cries and sense of her. Your jazz was sin, your silence crime. Still I rewind one beat at a time. Velvet smoke and candlelight, where lovers used to hold on tight. The scent of you still haunts this chair, though you're no longer sitting there. Fade with me into the blue, where shadows drink the scent of you. In candlelight and smoky bloom, I'll find you waiting past the gloom. The night breathes steam and danger. She walks through smoke, a fever, not a flame. Her heels strike sparks on cobblestone, a whispered blaze in jazz's tone. She sings through fog, her lips on fire, each note a wound, each breath desire. Fever in the fog, haunting slow, where sin and melody softly glow. She bends the tune to match her scars, a solo burning under stars. She knows the streets where jazz won't sleep, and pours her song down rhythms deep. The trumpet grinds, the drums confess, her voice a vow in sheer distress. She's not a tale you write or read, she's what the saxophone still bleeds. Fever in the fog, haunting slow, where sin and melody softly glow. She bends the tune to match her scars, a solo burning under stars. And when the mist forgets to rise, she'll still be humming no goodbye.
No names, no stories, just a song The night forgets, but jazz recalls.
She walks between forgotten tunes, her dress the shade of falling moons. No one asks and none will know. She breathes where old romances go. Nocturne for the nameless, soft and slow. Each note a question she won't show. The trumpet sighs, the piano cries for all the lips that whispered lies. She hums beneath the chandelier, a lullaby no soul can hear. Each breath she takes a borrowed line, a jazz confession lost in time. Every step and every song that wasn't sung. She walks alone down cobblestone, her shadow long, her past well known. The night hums softly through her shoes, a verse for every love she'll lose. Rue Duvivier where silence weeps, in every window sorrow sleeps. She sings to stars she'll never touch, a melody too slow, too much. Her voice is smoke in candlelight, a hush beneath the city's plight. She hums through pain with quiet flair, a and midnight air. No one asks her why she stays, but jazz replies in broken phrases. Root of regrets where silence weeps. In every window sorrow sleeps. She sings to stars she'll never touch, a melody too slow to mine. And as the lamps begin to dim, she walks and Paris sings with her again.
The kiss made her fingers once warm. But now only ashes play.
She taps the ivory with aching grace, a lullaby carved into space. The bar is empty, hearts are full of echoes played in minor pull. Ashes on the ivory, dusted in light. Each note a flicker lost tonight. She plays the pain no words could say, and lets the melody decay. Her voice is sand on velvet air. It scrapes and sways with tender care. The trumpet cries where tears won't fall, and jazz becomes her only call. She's not the girl who danced before, but one who sings behind the door. Ashes on the ivory, dusted in light. Each note a flicker lost tonight. She plays the pain no words could say, and lets the melody decay. And when the music fades to gray, her song
the only one that'll stay.
Like tobacco ends, the smoke remembers what we don't. She flicks her match with practiced grace, a dance, a flame beneath her face. The bar glows gold with worn out charm. She sings where silence feels most warm. Tobacco and time curled in her song, a voice too faded to prove wrong. Each verse a pearl, each bridge a sigh in her refrain. The years pass by. She taps the ash like metronomes, the rhythm thick with broken poems. The saxophone a drunken plea, and jazz her last fidelity. The night leans in to catch her line, but only smoke escapes in time. Tobacco and time curled in her song, a voice too faded to prove wrong. Each verse a pause, each bridge a sigh in her refrain. The years pass by. When all is gone but scent and air, her tune still sways in cafe chairs.
The moon leans in, she always does, and finds her waiting as always.
She lights a cigarette with grace. The flame reflects across her face. No clock to strike, no time to keep. Just jazz and stars where secrets sleep.
The balcony beneath the moon, where lovers left and silence croods. She sings for no one, sings for air, yet every soul still finds her there. The trumpet weeps, the strings confess. She hums through shadows in her dress.
Each note a thread of silken shade, a serenade love never made.
stars don't lie, but she still waits and wonders why. The balcony beneath the moon, where lovers left and silence croons. She sings for no one, sings for air, yet every soul still finds her there. And as the sky prepares to bloom, she disappears beneath the moon.
The record turns.
And the past plays on. She hums in keys no one remembers. She drops the needle on regret, a song the jukebox won't forget. Each verse a whisper in disguise, each sigh a note that never dies. Crack vinyl serenade, spinning slow, where lost love lingers in stereo. She croons for shadows near the stage, a solo inked on memory's page. The trumpet bends like bending time, her voice dissolves into the grime. She waltzes through the echo's maze, in smoke that sings and light that sways. The song breaks down, but never ends. Like every lie, the silence sends. Crack vinyl serenade, spinning slow, where lost love lingers in stereo. She croons for shadows near the stage, a solo inked on memory's page. And when the player clicks to still, her echo hums, it always will. She holds her glass like it's a prayer, each sip a step back through despair. The piano whispers
dark. The trumpet sighs, it leaves a mark. The trumpet remembers what she forgets, a solo stitched in silhouettes. Each note a tear she never cried, each breath a truth her smile denied. She leans where evening lost its tune, the bar lit dim by silver moon. He played once here, his heart so loud, now only echoes make her proud. She doesn't speak, the notes confess, and jazz recalls her loneliness.
Someone blue, you tap your fingers on the bar, told tales of jazz and old memoirs, but every laugh had ghosts inside, and every note you played you tried to hide. Shadows on the fifth string cry underneath the crimson sky. No promises, no sweet refrain, just echoes kissing window panes. You strummed your story loose and raw, with a slide that stung like a flaw. I watched your truth unfold in time, each bend and pitch a silent crime. I saw your soul in every chord, but some regrets can't be ignored. And though your rhythm stays with me, I know you left to set it free. Shadows on the fifth string cry underneath the crimson sky. No promises, no sweet refrain, just echoes kissing window panes. Now I play the fifth alone, chasing shadows once you don't, and in the smoky afterglow, your every note I'll never. The steam from our cup curls just like your hair. You left at midnight without a care. The streets are empty, but I still hear the sound of your voice so near. You used to sing in minor thirds, a melody carved from unspoken words. With every sip I see your face in shadows dancing across this place. Cafe noir, confession, truth in disguise, stirring up ghosts beneath Parisian skies. One last verse, one last sigh, before your memory says goodbye. You leaned on chords like old regrets, said life's a song we don't forget. I lit a match for the flame we knew, but the smoke rose red, not blue. Time bends softly where music dies, and lovers part with no goodbyes. The piano cries for you each night in every before your memory says goodbye. So here I stay, where you once played, in a tune that time won't trade. Midnight lingers in every line, café noir and your hand in mine.
A flicker of perfume cuts through the night, a scent like memories that won't sit right. The saxophone sighs, caught in a breeze that carries whispers from fallen leaves. You left your scarf on the chair behind, still smells like secrets and sweet red wine. The jazz band plays a slow lament for love that came and then it went. Perfume of the past haunting the air, a trace of you is everywhere. Each step I take, I hear your song in a place we knew but couldn't belong. We danced in corners no one saw, with a rhythm that ignored the law of hearts that beat but couldn't stay. You took the tune and walked away. Night falls soft, but your name cuts deep in my jazz-lit dreams and sleepless sleep. The trumpets cry, but I won't say. I still hear you night and day. Perfume of the past haunting the air, a trace of you is everywhere. Each step I take, I hear your song in a place we knew but couldn't belong. The scent still lingers in the dark, a ghost that left a fragrant mark. So I play on, slow and fast, chasing perfume from the past.
Sandra, I lost your name. In ash and echoes we played our game. The streets remember what I forget, and the jazz band hasn't stopped playing yet. Your footsteps left a rhythm clear, a sway in time
a whispered cheer. But love like that can't hold the weight of two lost souls and twist of fate. Rue des Cinders, where silence screams and music floats in haunted dreams. The smoke still curls where you once stood, and I'd forget you now if I could. You played that chord with trembling grace, then vanished in the café's haze. I kept your drink, your broken note, still hear your song in every coat. I saw the ghost of us tonight, in shadows bathed in amber light. You looked at me and didn't stay, just faded into soft decay. Rue des Cinders, where silence screams and music floats in haunted dreams. The smoke still curls where you once stood, and I'd forget you now if I could. So light a match for yesterday and let Rue des Cinders drift away. The music ends, the night turns black, but I still hear you looking back.
You left your corpse on the piano bench, a scent of smoke, a lover's trench. I traced your steps through rain and gin, where jazz begins and hearts give in. The cafe cried when you walked out. Each note you played still floats about. The keys are chipped, the pedals sighs, with ghostly chords and muted highs. Broken keys in Marseille, where your music chose to stray. I play alone, I hum your name in candlelight and coffee-stained shame. Your rhythm had a reckless soul. You bent each note to make me whole. But songs like ours don't find a home, just alleys, whispers, and monochrome. You danced in time, a fleeting guest, a shadow swaying, overdressed. The crowd moved on, but I a silence set for yesterday. Broken keys in Marseille, where your music chose to stray. I play alone, I hum your name in candlelight and coffee-stained shame. Let the night close soft and slow with notes you taught me long ago. I press the keys, they crack, they plead, and still they bleed your melody. Crimson vinyl spinning slow, whispers dancing soft and low. Cigarette smoke curls to the beat, where memories and shadows meet. You left behind your favorite track. It skips where you won't come back. The trumpet weeps a silent cry as jazz mourns what said goodbye. Crimson vinyl and cigarette smoke, a love we sang but never spoke. The needle knows the groove runs deep, and every note still makes me weak. You struck a match with that sly grin, lit up the dusk we wandered in. But fire burns what it can't hold, and left me in this velvet cold. A solo swells where words once lay, a melody we both betrayed. The echo stings, the silence stares. I find you there in smoky layers. Crimson vinyl and cigarette smoke, a love we sang but never spoke. The needle knows the groove runs deep, and every note still makes me weak. So let it spin and let it ache in every breath and midnight break. Your song remains, I hear it still, in smoke and jazz against me.